Design Scout Automobile, welcome to a world where American performance stops asking for permission and starts rewriting the rules. Because the 2026 Corvette ZR1 is not just another fast car, not just another badge revival, but a full-scale declaration of intent from Chevrolet that the supercar battlefield now has a new APS predator. From the very first glance, from the very first ignition pulse, this machine announces itself with the kind of confidence that only comes when engineers, designers, and performance purists are all pulling in the same direction. The ZR1 name has always carried weight, but in 2026 that weight turns into raw force, pushing the Corvette legacy into territory that used to be reserved only for hypercars, with impossible price tags. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the soundscape of the ZR1 name. It is not just loud, it is textured. A deep mechanical growl at idle, a sharp metallic bark as revs climb, and then a ferocious climb, and then a ferocious violent roar when the throttle is pinned. This is the sound of a powertrain built without compromise, tuned not only for numbers on paper but for emotion in the chest. Chevrolet understands that speed alone is not enough anymore. In a world full of fast cars, what matters is how that speed makes you feel. And the 2026 Corvette ZR1 is engineered to make your heartbeat sync with its rev counter. The exterior design speaks the same language. Every line, every vent, every surface has purpose, but it also has drama. The ZR1 does not hide its aggression. The front end sits low and wide, slicing the air with a sharpness that feels almost predatory. Massive intakes feed cooling systems that work overtime to keep extreme performance in check, while also creating a visual signature that instantly separates the ZR1 from lesser Corvettes. This is not subtle design, and it does not want to be. It wants to be recognized from a distance, even before the sound reaches your ears. As you move along the sides, the proportions tell a story of mid-engine balance perfected. The stance is wide, planted, and unapologetically muscular. The rear haunches swell with intent, housing massive tires designed to translate ridiculous power into usable grip. Aerodynamic elements are not decorative here. They are functional weapons. Splitters, side skirts, and diffusers work together to generate downforce that presses the car into the asphalt as speeds climb. At high velocity, the ZR1 does not feel light or nervous. It feels locked, confident, and brutally stable, like it is daring you to push harder. The step inside and the atmosphere shifts from raw aggression to focused intensity. This is a cockpit, not a lounge. Everything is angled toward the driver, every control placed where instinct expects it to be. Materials feel purposeful, premium and durable, chosen to withstand both track abuse and daily use. The seats hold you firmly, reminding you that this car is capable of forces your body needs support to handle. At the same time, comfort is not sacrificed. Chevrolet understands that the modern supercar driver wants both adrenaline and usability, and the ZR1 delivers that balance with precision. The digital displays are crisp and information-rich but never overwhelming. Performance data, telemetry, and driving modes are presented clearly, allowing the driver to focus on the road rather than menus. This is technology that enhances the driving experience instead of distracting from it. When you switch driving modes, the car transforms around you. Suspension stiffens, steering sharpens, throttle response becomes instant, and the entire vehicle feels like it has tightened its muscles, ready to explode forward at your command. Now let's talk about the heart of the beast, because this is where the 2026 Corvette ZR1 truly separates itself from expectations. Chevrolet has taken everything it learned from racing, from forced induction, from high-output engineering, and fused it into an engine that feels almost unreal in its delivery. Power comes on hard and keeps building, pulling relentlessly toward the red line. Acceleration is not just quick, it is shocking, the kind of acceleration that compresses your chest, blurs your peripheral vision, and forces laughter out of you because your brain needs a moment to process what just happened. This engine is not only about straight-line dominance, it is about control. Throttle modulation is precise, allowing skilled drivers to dance on the edge of traction without fear. The power band is wide and usable, making the car devastating on both tight circuits and long straights. Whether launching from a standstill or accelerating out of a high-speed corner, the ZR1 responds instantly, like it is reading your intentions before you even fully commit. Transmission performance matches the engine's intensity. Shifts are lightning fast, crisp, and decisive. There is no hesitation, no confusion, just immediate action. Downshifts come with perfectly timed rev matching, producing that addictive crackle and pop that reminds you this is a machine built for enthusiasts. Manual control feels intuitive, rewarding drivers who want to be fully involved in the experience. This is not a car that isolates you from the process. It invites you in and demands your attention. Handling is where the ZR1 becomes truly frightening in the best possible way. Steering is sharp and communicative, transmitting road information directly to your hands. You feel the texture of the asphalt, the grip of the tires, and the weight transfer as you push harder. The chassis feels balanced and predictable, even when operating near its limits. This confidence inspires bravery, allowing drivers to explore performance levels that would feel intimidating in lesser machines. The suspension setup strikes a remarkable balance between track readiness and real-world usability. In aggressive modes, the car feels taut and razor-sharp, ready to attack corners with surgical precision. In more relaxed settings, it becomes surprisingly livable, absorbing imperfections without losing its sense of connection. This dual personality is one of the ZR1's greatest strengths. It can dominate a racetrack in the morning and cruise comfortably in the evening without feeling out of place in either environment. Braking performance is equally impressive and equally essential. Massive brakes provide consistent, fade-free stopping power even under extreme conditions. Pedal feel is firm and reassuring, allowing precise modulation during high-speed braking zones. Confidence in braking transforms the entire driving experience, and the ZR1 delivers that confidence in abundance. You trust the car to slow down exactly when and how you expect it to, lap after lap, mile after mile. Aerodynamics play a huge role in how the ZR1 behaves at speed. This is not just about top-speed bragging rights. It is about stability, control, and driver confidence. As velocity increases, downforce builds, pressing the car into the road and enhancing grip. High-speed corners feel composed rather than terrifying. Long straights feel stable rather than floaty. This aerodynamic efficiency allows the ZR1 to maintain performance consistency across a wide range of driving conditions. Cooling systems are engineered to handle sustained abuse. Track driving generates enormous heat, and the ZR1 is built to manage it without compromise. Radiators, intercoolers, and airflow management work together to keep temperatures in check, ensuring that performance does not fade when pushed hard. This durability mindset reflects Chevrolet's racing DNA and commitment to building a car that performs not just for a single heroic run, but all day long. The 2026 Corvette ZR1 also represents a philosophical shift in how American performance cars are perceived globally. But for decades, European brands dominated the supercar narrative, often commanding astronomical prices. The ZR1 challenges that hierarchy directly, offering performance that rivals or exceeds those machines while maintaining a sense of accessibility and authenticity. It does not pretend to be something it is not. It proudly wears its American identity while competing at the highest level. There is a certain honesty to the ZR1 that resonates deeply with enthusiasts. It does not rely on gimmicks or artificial enhancements. Its performance comes from engineering excellence, from hard work, from relentless refinement. This authenticity is felt in every aspect of the car, from the way it accelerates to the way it communicates with the driver. It feels earned, not exaggerated. On the road, the ZR1 commands attention effortlessly. People notice it not just because it is loud or flashy, but because it radiates purpose. There is a sense that this car was built by people who genuinely love driving, who understand what makes a machine memorable. It sparks conversations, turns heads, and creates moments wherever it goes. Owning a ZR1 is not just about transportation. It is about identity, about belonging to a lineage of performance that stretches back generations. Daily drivability remains a surprising highlight. Despite its extreme capabilities, the ZR1 does not punish you for using it regularly. Visibility is reasonable, controls are intuitive, and modern driver assistance features add a layer of safety without diluting the experience. This usability makes the ZR1 more than a weekend toy. It becomes a car you can genuinely integrate into your life, amplifying ordinary drives into extraordinary ones. Fuel economy is not the headline here, but efficiency has improved compared to older high-output machines. Advanced engine management, aerodynamics, and transmission tuning allow the ZR1 to deliver performance responsibly when driven calmly. This efficiency mindset reflects modern engineering priorities and shows that extreme performance does not have to come at the cost of complete excess. The emotional connection this car creates is impossible to ignore. From the moment you press the start button, there is a sense of occasion. Every drive feels special, even routine errands. The ZR1 has personality, character, and presence. It makes you want to take the long way home, to find empty roads, to explore its capabilities and your own limits. For collectors, the 2026 Corvette ZR1 represents a milestone. It captures a moment in automotive history where internal combustion performance reached an incredible peak while still embracing modern technology. It is likely to be remembered as one of the defining Corvettes of its era, a car that pushed boundaries and set new standards. Owning one is not just about enjoying it today, but about preserving a piece of performance history. For drivers, it represents freedom. Freedom to go fast, freedom to feel connected, freedom to experience something raw and real in an increasingly digital world. The ZR1 reminds us why cars matter, why driving can be an art, why mechanical excellence still inspires passion. It does not apologize for its intensity. It celebrates it. As the automotive landscape evolves, with electrification and autonomy shaping the future, cars like the 2026 Corvette ZR1 stand as powerful reminders of what is possible when engineering is guided by passion. It is a bridge between eras, blending cutting-edge technology with old-school excitement. It respects the past while while aggressively chasing the future. The legacy of the ZR1 name is heavy, but this car carries it with confidence. It does not live in the shadow of its predecessors. It builds on them, surpasses them, and redefines expectations. This is not just the best ZR1 ever made. It is one of the most compelling performance cars of its generation. When you drive the 2026 Corvette ZR1, you are not just driving a car. You are participating in a statement. A statement that performance still matters, that driving can still be thrilling in a world of screens and automation. Every mile reinforces that belief, every acceleration confirms it, every corner celebrates it. This is a car that demands respect and rewards skill. It challenges you to become a better driver, to engage fully, to appreciate the nuances of speed and control. It is not a passive experience. It is active, immersive, and deeply satisfying. In the end, the 2026 Corvette ZR1 is more than numbers, more than specifications, more than hype. It is a feeling, designed, a surge of adrenaline, a grin that refuses to fade. A reminder of why the Corvette name has endured for so long, and why it continues to inspire new generations of enthusiasts. This machine stands tall in the performance world, unapologetic and uncompromising. It proves that when vision, engineering, and passion align, the result can be extraordinary. The 2026 Corvette ZR1 is not just ready for the future. It is defining it, one explosive drive at a time.